And she's going to share with us what it takes to be a boss and what it takes to minimize taxes. And with that being said, welcome, Imara Hercules.
Hi, everyone. Good night. Just a little disclaimer before I get started. I have a 20-month-old next to me. Being a mompreneur, this is his cuddle time that you guys are infringing on a little bit. So if you hear some oohs and ahs in the background, it's him. So I just apologize beforehand. But I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen so we could get into taxes. And I just want to make sure if I could get a thumbs up that everyone can see my screen. Yeah, thumbs up. Can everyone see this? Great. All right. So if you guys don't know me, my name is Imada Hercules. I've been with WFG for about 3 years now. But before that, I'm also a registered tax preparer. I've been doing that for about 14 years now. I know I don't look it. The tax season hasn't stressed me out too much, but that is my main line of business, taxes. And I chose to add WFG onto that because, see, the little one in the background wanting his attention, right? How many of us moms and dads have to deal with the little ones running around? But that's the beauty and the nature of this business, that we can still have family time and still make money, right? So yeah, taxes is my main business. But I wanted to add WFG because I'm with my clients for years and years and years, and they always come back to me asking, what can I do with my refunds? Or, they may have children. What can I do to save for my kids? And I just thought that adding life insurance and financial planning was a great tool and asset in my toolbox and my resources so that I can provide them additional information. So the first thing I want to talk about is tracking our WFG sales, right? We know we get paid uh, very often, a lot better than other companies, which is great, right? But I noticed that a few of you who I work with as my tax clients, and of course we partner in business, that you were having some issues this year, either getting your 1099 from WFG, or you weren't able to get through to WFG customer support to really find out how much you made in sales this year. So one thing that I could recommend is definitely one, possibly opening a separate bank account, right? That will just allow all of your WFG sales to flow into this account. That would give you also better insight during the year, and of course, at the end of the year, when you're getting ready to file your taxes, on how much money you've made if you're unable to access those forms or if you're able to access your platform, right? You'll get your bank statement, so you'll know exactly how much money you've made. When it comes to tracking expenses, and I will definitely get into a detailed list of everything that you could possibly write off, you can use certain apps, right? If you have this business, but maybe you have another business, you might want to use QuickBooks. QuickBooks is definitely a lot more detailed oriented, where it can track your sales across different businesses that you may have and also categorize your expenses. Waze is a little bit user friendly. And if you're just using it on this account for this business platform only, that is a great tool. It's easy to use, and you can also categorize and track your expenses in Waze so that it makes it easier for you if you're doing your own taxes, or if you're using a CPA or a tax preparer, you'll have the information right there, like in a spreadsheet, to give to them right away. Or if you like pen and paper, which a lot of my clients do, you can have a dedicated notebook. And this notebook is solely dedicated to your WFG business. When you write out all the commissions you've made for the month, and also write out any expenses that you've had. And I like to go through that probably on a weekly basis, You know, maybe you set a timer for a Saturday or a Sunday, and you sit down and you kind of go through all of your transactions for that week. We run a business, right? So just like you set up appointments with your clients and you set up your time to come on training, you have to set up time to also manage your business. And this is one of the things that I find, like a lot of my clients who are also small business owners in different industries, they fail to really make the time to see where their money is coming in and also how it's going out, what it's being used for. So scheduling yourself to review your business, how much money you made for the week, and what expenses you have for that week, I think it's a good rule and thumb of practice. And then if you also have other businesses, you should be sitting down and doing the same thing. So taxes. Here is the wonderful list of everything. And there's probably more that I forgot on this list, but I'll try and go through as much as possible. So you know that initial registration fee that everyone pays to sign up with the business when you get a new business partner. That is a tax write-off because that is the initial fee that they are paying to begin their business. That is a business fee and it is a business expense, right? So that registration fee. Now, most of us work from home. Do you not know that your home is your office? You are able to write off a portion of your rent and your mortgage, as well as your utilities, gas, electricity, if you pay for heat, if you pay for hot water, internet, and telephone. These are all things that you're able to write off because you're working from home and you're using that in order to run your business. And a lot of people don't know that they are able to write off a portion of their rent and mortgage. The other thing is relicensure fees. Every 2 to 3 years, depending on what state you're in, you may have to pay to relicense yourself, renew your license. That can also be written off. If you pay a fee to now get licensed in different states, like me, I'm licensed in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, a few states on the East Coast. So those fees that I paid to get licensed in other states are also a business expense and a write-off. Continuing education courses. All of us have to take mandated and mandatory education courses every year. Sometimes you may have to pay for it if it doesn't fall under the free ones that we get through WFG and through Kaplan. Those are also write-offs. And if you take any other continuing education courses that may relate to this business, if you take financial planning, you take something on annuities, if you're going for your securities license, all of these things that are pertaining to you enhancing yourself and the nature of your business is a write-off. We also have to have E&O insurance, right? Every year, NAPA sends me a wonderful renewal notice in my email that I have to renew my E&O insurance. That is also a write-off. Many of us have printed or ordered business cards. Maybe we've ordered flyers. I know a lot of us are on social media platforms, so maybe we pay for YouTube, we pay for, IG post boosts, or we pay for Facebook boost posts. All of that falls under marketing and advertising. So those, if it's relatable to your business, are also a write-off. Seminars and conferences. Don't we love WFG conferences, right? Whether you're in Vegas, whether you're in Mexico, all over. These are business travel expenses because you're going to learn. You're going to learn, you're going to network, you're discussing business. You're able to write off your airfare. You're able to write off your hotel stay. You're able to write off clothing. If you have to buy business attire to wear to these events, you are able to write that off. Meals. If you're buying food while you're staying at these hotels, if you're buying food while you're at the airport waiting for your flight, you are able to write off these expenses. It's part of your business travel. Subscriptions and journals. I know that I personally subscribe to a few different financial journals and things like that, so I write that off. So if you do that too, if you're let's say subscribe to New York Times or any type of insurance, financial readings, or anything like that, you're definitely able to write those off. Our WFG platform fee that we pay every month, that $15, that is a business expense because that is giving us access to not only our sales, our base shop, and our tools and resources, but it's allowing us to run our business and keep track and also process our applications. So that is also a write-off. Cars. A lot of us live in states where we have to drive to see clients, we drive for meetings. So a portion of your car insurance, if you finance your vehicle, gas, tolls, parking, and mileage can be written off as long as it pertains to you either going and sourcing new clients, going to networking events so that people learn about you, what it is that you do with your business. All of that is a tax write-off. So these are like some of the key main ones that I think a lot of people may have heard of, but they don't know too well. And then I wanted to put it in a format that it definitely pertains to our business and our industry so that you guys can really understand. Now, there's probably hundreds more of different things that you could possibly write off, like supplies, that pen, that paper, those notebooks that you're buying, any of the WFG store items that you have purchased, those are also things that you can write off. If you have to buy software, update your McAfee firewall. If you have to, download Microsoft Word and update PDF or DocuSign, anything else that pertains to you really handling and functioning your business, you can definitely and most likely write off. So a lot of people definitely might use, the online method, TurboTax or H&R Block software, to get their taxes done. And it's definitely a lot more simpler nowadays. You literally can scan documents, upload things, they'll fill out things for you. But the reason why a lot of people who are business owners tend to go with a tax professional like myself is there are things that you may not answer in that software that a tax professional will know to question you about. So there may be things that you're missing on your own going through the software, but if you're sitting down with a tax professional, they're going to get and dive in a bit deeper and make sure that you're getting the maximum write-offs possible. And that's what we definitely want. We're trying to maximize our business. We're trying to maximize our profits. We're helping families save money. So we want to do the same thing for ourselves. And then this is just a little bit of my information. If anybody wants to get a hold of me in regards to taxes, I'm definitely available. I've worked with a few of you already. So thank you for reaching out to me. And that's my time. If you guys have any questions, always feel free to contact me.
Imara, thank you so much. Guys, can you in your chat give a takeaway, one takeaway as a sign of thanks for Imara sharing so much value and knowledge to our team? Imara, thank you. I know baby is right beside you. And that's, sacrificing snuggle time to be with us is a huge deal. And so I appreciate it so much. We all appreciate it so much. And so now we're going on to the next. We're going to have the beast from the East, six-figure earner, college professor, author of 3 books already and counting, Miss Odetta King. Let's go.
Um, Hi, how's everybody doing? Imara, thank you so very much for that amazing training. That was Bird, by the way. I know we've done this in the past, but with tax season coming around, let me give a shout out to where is she? I think it's Vita. Vita is here. I think I see her on. Is it Vita? No, yeah, Vita. So Vita was asking me, like, what are some of the things we can tax write off because, it's tax season. And I said, girl, there's a whole bunch of stuff we can tax write off, right? And if you don't know, you know what? Let me call my girl Imara and see if she could redo this again for us. So guys, I don't know about you guys, but like Vern said, just put one takeaway in the chat. All I heard was just a lot of tax write-off. Guys, when I go, that's why I don't cry to go to convention. That's why I don't cry to go to convention. That's why I don't cry to spend money, because it's not spending money, it's investing money. It's a lot of write-off. I write off my wigs, I write off my suits, I write off the plane ticket, I write off the food, I write off my grocery. Listen, I write off everything. I write off the paper, the printer. Like, listen, we going for everything. And it's legit. You don't have to feel bad about it. It's legit, because this is a business. When people complain about the 125, they got to sign up, they got to pay for their license, they got to buy the state, they got to do this, they got to get E&O. I'm like, girl, that's because we don't know. We're not used to it, right? So if you're not used to it because you're coming from an employee mindset, you're going to think, oh my God, this is a lot of money I got to spend. No, it's not, because you're going to get it right back. Okay? You're going to get it right back. So invest in your business is what I'm hearing. It's a tax write-off. You don't have to think about, oh my God, I'm spending and I don't know. You are in a business to make money, and we're in a business. We get paid to move money, right? We get paid to move money. So go ahead, invest in yourself. It's the best investment you'll ever make. And at the end of the day, you get it right back, because you're going to file taxes. And if you have somebody that does your tax, but you're not happy with them, I'm going to tell all of you right now, Imara needs to be doing your taxes. Why? She's in this business. She understands our business, right? So things that you and I might not think of, she remember like, oh girl, remember we went to that convention in Vegas? Remember we went to that retreat in Mexico? Remember we went here? Come on, we could tax write that off too. Oh, don't forget, we're going to the Super Sunday on Sunday. Come on, that $20, that train ride, that gas ride, we writing it off too, okay? Think big, guys, right? So kudos to you, Imara, and thank you for sharing this information with us. So what I want to talk about is, and I know some of you have seen this, but I want to give it to you again, because you're always going to hear this. When you sit with a client to do a business presentation, we're always going to show, the opportunity, because you just never know. You just never know who's looking to make money. You just never know who might be looking to do something extra because they're unhappy with their job, or they just want to make an extra $1,000. They just want to do something because, they need that extra money and they could breathe a little, right? So our business, this is the compensation. When everybody starts with us, we all start at the bottom. This is why this is a best business model. We start at the bottom and we could work our way up, or if we want, we could stay at the bottom, right? There's no glass ceiling. Nobody's keeping you down. So when we all start, we start out as a training associate. We get paid to educate people about saving money. So feel good that you are helping people to save, not spend, right? We're not spending money here. We're not getting people, and getting people to spend. Like, no, we educating people on saving and growing and building wealth, right? So it is a good thing. Now, when you have that person save $250 a month, which is $3,000 a year, if you come in and you are at the bottom, which we all start from, right? Training associate, 30% of that $3,000 is what the company pays you. So again, we educate families, and we're on the client side because we have access to 77 different companies. Do we use all 77? Heck no, we don't need to use all 77, right? You have your maybe top 5 that you're going to be using over and over. So the company is the one that pays us, not the client. The client 3,000 is going into his strategy, his solution. The client is not paying us. Transamerica is paying us. Pac Life is paying us. Prudential is paying us. Nationwide is paying us. Everest, whichever company we use to help that family save, they're paying us. So if you're a training associate, 30% of this 3,000 is $900 one time. Now, if you're an associate, same client or another client saving also $250, you make $1,350. But you might be like, well, this money is good. It's sweet. I love it. I want to go for more. Well, now we help you get to a marketing director. How do you move up? From a training associate to an associate, that's you doing 3-3-30. 3 accounts, 3 recruits. 3 accounts, 3 recruits. 3 accounts, 3 recruits in your first 30 days. Time is money. Money loves speed. You want to do this in your first 30 days. Now you're an associate, right? You just give yourself 10, 15% raise in just 30 days. Where on earth? Who is doing this, right? Now you're an associate. You realize, you know what? I could do more. So you decide now you're not going to be selfish with this opportunity. You want to give this opportunity to other people as well. And now you go get 3 homegirl like Odetta, right? Because we all beast mode. We all want to help families. We want to poke a hole in the sky and make a lot of money, change a lot of lives, and change our own life in the process. We go get 3 business partners. Like shout out to Blessing right now with her 3 business partners. They're locking arm and they're fully loaded. So now Blessing is on track to be a marketing director. Why? Because she has 3 business partners who are studying for their license and they're locked in. We're all in alignment. So now when Blessing has her 3 business partner and the points, she becomes a marketing director. So again, the same client who's saving $250 a month, $3,000 a year, now you're making $1,860. You're like, oh man, I could do this. I got 3 business partners. I know more people who want this opportunity. Now you move up to senior marketing director. You have 10 licenses. Do you have to move up? No, you don't. If you just want to make $1,000 a month or whatever you want to make, whatever your goal is, you go to work and you help families. Some people come here, they just want to remain as a training associate, and that's fine. We want you to move up, but if you don't want to move up, more money for us, right? And when I say more money for us, I'm going to go into the spread and the override in a bit. But the platform is here for everybody. So again, think about your goals. What are your financial goals? How much money do you want to make? Or what is your freedom number? Your freedom number to every one of us is going to be different. Some of us just, if we could just make extra 5,000, that could be our freedom number. You know, at least we could breathe a little. We have extra money. We're not super stressed. If an emergency pops up, we good, right? So what is your freedom number to make you be at ease? Now, this is the compensation, right? Know it, study it. You come in, we're at the bottom, we work our way up. A lot of you right now want to get to your milestone because guess what? Sunday, April 2nd, all the people that are newly licensed. So this is why you hear us saying a lot, get your license, study, set up your exam date, because guess what? Come April 2nd, a lot of you are going to be marching the stage. A lot of you people are going to be yelling out. You're going to see your name on the big screen. You're going to be walking the stage in front of 300 people. That's your graduation, right? So how do you get to be on stage? You hit your first promotion in the business, 3-3-30, or you got your license, right? Or you made your first net license, which is your first $1,000 in the business, or you hit your watch, or you're rising stars. There's a lot of opportunity for you guys to be recognized. And yes, it's great being recognized, but what did you do to get recognized, right? That's more important. So where is it? Let's talk about the several different ways we get paid. Because I just showed you this and you're like, well, this is great. But guess what? This is not all, right? This is not all. So we get paid several different ways. The first way everybody's going to get paid is your personal income. That's your personal pen. When you sit down with a client, we used to say back in the days, kneecap to kneecap, but now we're on Zooming and booming, right? And you help a client. That's your personal income. That's the first way you get paid. When you help a client with a strategy, whether that might be an Everest, an IUL, a term, an annuity, when you help your client, you get paid. That's the way everybody's going to get paid for sure. That is your personal income. So if you open a policy for your mom, your sister, your cousin, your coworker, your auntie, or you get a referral, right? So I helped a friend 2 years ago. She called me, she's like, hey, Odetta, I want you to, the same thing you did for me, I want you to do it for my auntie and her husband. Well, guess what? I can't do the same thing for your aunt and your husband because they're in their late 60s. So we're not going to put them in the IUL. We're going to put them in an annuity, right? So now I'm helping the auntie and the auntie's husband with another product. So personal income, when you write business, you're going to earn commission when you write business. So this is why, again, hurry and get that license. Guys, this is the best business. You don't have to know anything. You don't have to know anything. You're going to make money. I was told this in the beginning and I'm like, what? Really? No, but you trust me. You don't have to know anything and you're going to make money here. But you do want to know as much as possible or everything so you could be the GOAT. You could be the go-to person. You could be the trainer. You could be the one helping other people make money. And the more money you help your team make, or the more money you help other people make, you make it too. So this is an awesome business platform that there's no bickering, there's no animosity, there's no, oh, this person is making a lot of money. No, the more people you help make money, the more money you will make. I've never heard that concept before. So everybody's going to get personal income, right? Get your license, start helping families. The second way that you can make income is agency income. Now, as you grow your practice or your agency or your business, you're going to come across other people that are going to say, you know what? I want to do what you're doing too. That person might be living in your exact same state. They might be living in New York. They might be living in New Jersey with you, wherever you live in, right? They're going to say, oh, I want to do what you're doing too. Then now you got a business partner. So this is your agency income because that person that you're going to bring on board, you're going to be helping them. Then we also have expansion income. You're free to expand anywhere in North America. We zooming and booming. I mean, I don't know, one time I'm in California, another time I'm in Vegas, another time I'm in Florida, another time I'm in Georgia. We're all over the North America and also Canada. So you're not only limited to only help families in your particular state. If you live in New Jersey and you know people in Idaho, or you know people in, I don't know, Chicago or wherever, this is expansion income. So you can get out of your territory where you currently live and still help people. You never have to take the license again. All you need to do is just buy the license for that particular state. And again, we don't buy a license unless we know we sat with the client, they want a policy, we do the paperwork, and now we know. And by the way, the cost for the license is pennies compared to how much you're going to make on that one policy. And that license is good for 2 years, right? So Imara just talked about some of the things we can write off. Guess what? If I've got a client in, I don't know, let's say a state that I don't have any business right now. I don't know, let's say Idaho, right? And I got a client who said they want a policy in Idaho, annuity, IUL, term, Everest, whatever. I'm not going to cry about buying that license. I'm happy to buy that license because that one license for a state like Idaho, which might be $30, $40, $50, whatever it is, it's a tax write-off. And the policy that I'm going to open for that client is way more than $40, $50, right? The next way that now this is where we get into for bonus income. This is where now you have to be a senior marketing director. This is why you want to move up, because just like your manager at your job, if he's a manager, he's most likely getting a bonus, right? So bonus income now, these are for leaders. This is for SMD and above who have a team, right? And the company compensate us for doing a lot of work, for helping a lot of families, for onboarding a lot of new team members, right? So this is bonus income. You're not going to get this unless you're a senior marketing director, right? And the not a sweet spot that everybody's going to get, and this is what I'm going to pass it on shortly to my girl, my right hand, Usha. Let's talk about recurring income. Child, I don't know about you guys, but have anybody ever gotten anything recurring at your job? How long have you been working at your job? And I'm not knocking a job. A job is good, right? But are we getting any such thing as residual or recurring income at our jobs? No, jobs are not set up that way. It doesn't work like that, right? So with recurring income, through the use of approved third-party money managers, you can offer professional money management to your clients. So all this means is if you have a client, you open a policy last year, March 2021, and the client kept their account. Now we're 2022 in March. What's happening? I'm going to get recurring income. As long as that client kept their policy or their product, every anniversary year, I'm going to get recurring income. So is it worthwhile learning this business? Yes, you can make money, but when you learn it, you're going to make more money, because when you learn it, you can teach it. When you learn it, you can help other people. When you learn it, you become the GOAT, right? You become the go-to person. If somebody needs help, I got you. I know how to do this, right? So a lot of you here, we post our commission statement and we get paid every Tuesday and Friday. That is ludicrous. I've never even heard of any company in the entire world that pays every Tuesday and every Friday. But guess what? If you're not putting policies in, if you're not helping families, you ain't gonna get paid every Tuesday and every Friday. But just the fact that the opportunity is there is a blessing. Every Tuesday, every Friday. So that's twice a week, 8 times per month. We have an opportunity to get paid 8 times per month. So nobody should be stressed out in WFG, because by the time you sleep and you wake up, Tuesday roll around, you sleep, you wake up, Friday rolls around. All you got to do is help a lot of people get what they want, and you also get what you want. So I'm going to turn it over to my girl, Usha, who's going to expand on why is it important to do this business every week? Why is it important to put policies in every week? And the impact of what that would look like when you do this every week, right? So do I need to stop sharing now, Usha? Just let me know when you're ready to pull up the stuff.
Yeah, in a few. Hi, everyone. Good evening. How is everyone doing? Happy Wednesday. Nice to see we got a lot of people tonight. That's really good. I'm liking this. I'm really liking this panel thing with, you get a little bit of here, a little bit of there, put it all together, voila, right? Kind of good. I like it. I like the heat. I like the fire, everything. Anyway, I am really pumped up about this part. When I look at my commission statement and I see an extra couple of bucks over there, and this is something that, guys, field training is good with your coach. Because guess how we bump into all of these? Me and Odetta was on late. We always burn the late oil. And me and Odetta was on here for we were on here maybe till after 12 o'clock one night. And I'm like, Odetta, are you seeing what I'm seeing? She's like, no, what you see? I'm like, we need to look at this really carefully. A lot of people probably never really truly look at this, right? We looked at it, even Odetta was shocked in what she was looking at. She was like, no way. I'm like, yes, wait. We discover, looking at this, on every year anniversary, if you look at your year-to-date statement, like the ending of the year, you will be amazed to see the money that you get for policies that you write that's just made it to 1 year, in policy for 1 year. That's only one way that you can see how you can get money from a policy you make. Say last year, March, you did a policy. This year, March, you will see that 1 year anniversary commission there again. Follow me here, guys. That's one way. Another way, again, I'm going to have Odetta show to start in a minute, but I want to tell you guys first, then I'm going to go to exactly to the numbers. Another way that you can also get another source of income after a year, keep in touch with your client on the year anniversary. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that for a couple of reasons. $100 last year might not be nothing this year. It might be chicken feet for some people. It might be a lot for some people, right? Somebody probably said last year, you know what? All I can afford for an IUL is $50. They get a good job. They're making good money. Anniversary come around. You call them. They be like, hey, you know what? I'm so glad that you called me. I never think about it. I could dump another $50 in my IUL. Voila. Another source of another money coming to you again on another way around. Another way, every week, write a policy, or every month, give yourself a goal to write 1 or 2 policy. If you can't do it every week, give yourself that goal to write 1 Everest or 1 IUL, Immunity, whatever product it is, once or twice a month. Why am I saying that? Come next year, you're going to get paid on those again. Come the following year, you're going to get paid on that again. Come the following year, you're going to get paid. Guys, you see what I'm trying to say here? It pays to write policies every single week. Just a pen. Just a pen. You write that policy once, and you could get paid for that every single year. You do a presentation once, a powerhouse fire presentation once. That's it. That's it. Put your energy, learn that presentation from point A to point Z, powerhouse. If you think you can't do it, bring your trainer in, because guess what? By next year anniversary, if your trainer decides she want to quit the job or he want to quit the job, guess what? You quit and you're still here. You're going to still get paid. You might be on a higher commission level, but at that time, guess what? More policy, more money. Odetta, put me up the slide.
Oh my God, guys. I just love it, Usha. I just love it, Usha. Oh my God. Okay. She's like, Odetta, put up this slide.
I want to show them this so they can really see what I'm talking about. Okay, guys. Look at where it says 1 year earn additional. Look at to the very far end where it says year to date. Year to date, all the way to the end. Do you see how much money this person make just by 1 year anniversary? Just by 1 year anniversary. And these are policy wrote in 2022. Do you see that? No, 2021. Sorry, backtrack. 2021 that got paid out in 2022. Now look at the other one, renewal. These are people that already had policy. The 1 year is gone. They still keep the policy because this is what we want to do. We want the client to keep the policy. So this is why I said on my second topic, keep in touch with your client. Let them know you care, not because you wrote a policy now, You want to let them know you care. Doesn't matter what it is they decide to do. That become your renewal. In renewal, this person had $4,615. Add the two together. That's an additional $20,000. Guys, $20,000 in policy that was written the year before, just with a pen and a powerhouse presentation. Think about that. We're not even looking at 120, 21, 23,000 on the top. That's policy that's actually written for the year. Policy, brand new people. So imagine, guys, follow me here with number wise, if you can. This individual write $123,000 in business on the books for that year, not including the 16,000, not including the 4,000. What do you think our first year earn and our renewal will be in 2023? Do you think it's worth to stay in business with WFG? Do you think it's worth to write a policy once or twice a month? Get yourself in that habit. I have to write a policy, not I should. I have to. You got to use that mentality. I have to write 1 or 2 policy every month because I see a bigger picture, because next year come, I'm going to get paid. The other year come, I'm going to get paid again. Let's fast track a little second here. Look at the 1 year earn and the renewal. What do you think this agent 1 year earn going to be this year? Amazing, right? Amazing. And this was money that you're not actually even thinking about. Because when we bump into this that night, this was like a shock. We were like, what? Of course, mine doesn't look as attractive as this, but guess what? Mine does look really good. When I look, when we look at mine, I'm like, damn, okay, all right. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. For a starter, not bad at all. I'm liking it. But guess what? That's gonna double. So guys, what I really want to share with you guys tonight is that keep in touch with your client. Write 1 or 2 policy a month. It pays, because these are numbers, it doesn't lie. That's the reason why I told Odetta, you got to show this. You got to show this. Let them see that we are not just talk here. We're all about the work too. You put the work in, you're going to see the result. You don't put the work in, you're not going to see the result. Bottom line, that's it. You decide to stay home, don't jump on training, don't want to become solo, want to depend on your coach for every single thing, and don't want to learn the system and all of that, that's okay. We're going to make it together. We're going to lock arms and we're going to do it together. Because guess what? We're not going to leave anybody behind. Everybody is here to make money. Everybody is here for a reason, and that's what we're going to do. Because guess what? That first 1 year income, even if you do a split, you still getting that money right there. You do a split with your coach, you and your coach both is getting paid. So nobody get left behind, guys. Nobody get behind, okay? So that was really pumped up when I see this, and I was like, well, Dada, we got to share this to the team. They got to see this. They got to see our numbers. This is not nothing fluff. This is not a fluff. This is actual numbers that you guys can actually do. I'm not going to say everybody number going to be as wow as this or even better than this. It's amazing, right? So I just wanted to point this out because I was cracked up when I see this. Odetta was cracked up when she see this. And I know a lot of people probably, when you came on and you get into the business, like Odetta showed earlier, the 5 ways of getting paid. But you know what? We don't go over it all the time. We just said, do a policy, you get paid first commission, second commission, and that's it. We don't have the time. There's so many training. We don't have so many time to go through little things like this. But I was like, you know what? We have a lot of new people and they need to see this is a really good way of making money, residual for the following year. Whatever you do this year, you're going to reap the benefit now. And guess what? You're reaping it again next year. Who don't want that? Who do not want that? That you're not leaving money on the table right there. You're gaining everything. And by following up with your client, guess what? You're going to get that overfund. You see the excess right there? That's your overfund right there. She had $568 overfund, like people put in a little bit of extra money that they put into the policy, which that is something we're going to try to start be more active with. Keep up with your client. Let them do overfund. So that number could go up more. You want them to overfund their policy. When the mom get money from taxes, let her put it overfund that child policy. That money goes right into there. That's your excess right there. You got to get that in. And by doing review with your client, guess what you're doing? You're asking for referral. Can you be like, hey, I'm glad that we touching base and all of that. I'm glad everything is going well. You know what? But do you have anybody that may like a product like this? Boom, that's it. You might get a referral out of that renewal that you're doing. So these are little bits and pieces that I just wanted to drop with you guys tonight. I hope it puts some bubbles in you guys, put some light up in you guys. And, and guys, let's get to work, because next year we're going to reap it more. Let's get to work. With that, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Usha. Guys, don't you love her? Isn't she a powerhouse? She actually brought this to my attention. I didn't even know. I'm like, damn, listen, 21,000 in residual. Like, what did I do for it this last year? Like, what did I do, right? I wrote new policies, but the year prior, all those people that I helped the year prior, 1 year come around, they still got their accounts, right? 16,000 for doing what? What did I do in 2022 to earn 16,000? What did I do in 2022 to earn an extra 4,600? The work was already done the year prior. So I didn't do anything last year to get this 16,000 residual income. So the number one reason old people in America, statistics show, are worried about is outliving their money. As you guys know, and let me pull this up, lately I've been really on this teaching about building wealth, building wealth, building wealth. The more I study about this topic is the more I cannot wait to do this seminar with my girl, Brandy, who's another college educator from Kingsborough Community College. Because guys, two ways all of us that are in WFG are set up to build wealth. Two ways, and I'm giving you guys some free information to the real deal. Two ways that you guys can build wealth. We already have it, guys. A business. We gotta own a business. We gotta have a business. The job, the 9 to 5 is great, but that's not gonna cut it, right? That's not gonna cut it. It's good, but you wanna own a business. And what better business than to be in the financial business, which is the number one industry that creates multi-millionaire. We get paid every time money is moved. We get paid every time money is moved. Is money moving every day? Is money transacting every day? Hell yeah. So two ways that we can build wealth is by owning a business. And even better, a business that pays residual. I've just showed you the residual, $20,000. Do you think the longer we all stay in this business, do you think those numbers are going to keep growing or is it going to decrease? Everybody needs life insurance. Wealthy people don't buy life insurance for burial. So if wealthy people are not buying it for life insurance for burial, and people are catching on more and more of insurance is not just for burial. People are being born. They need a policy to start saving for their kids. They're learning more of better ways to save for their kids. When we die, Nobody wants to do a GoFundMe and beg it for money, right? So 2 ways to build wealth: get a business and having residual income. Because the number one reason why older people, they're not afraid of dying. They're afraid of outliving their money. They are afraid of outliving their money, not debt. Google it. That's what it shows. So if you are in WFG, the longer you stay in WFG, your residual is going to increase because you're helping a lot of families. Even if you don't build a team, even if you don't recruit, because some people say, well, Odetta, do I have to recruit? No, you do not. You could still help families. You could still make money just opening policies and helping families save and protect and build wealth. You don't have to recruit. But if you recruit and you recruit the right people and you build a big team, yes, you could have more residual. So tonight was just to show you the potential that all of us, this is why you want to write policies, as Usha said the best. Even if you don't write every week, write every month. But if you write every week, guess what? Every week on your anniversary, you're getting paid. If you put in a policy the first week of January, the second week of January, the third week of January, the fourth week of January, well, guess what? Come the following year, you get in cycle paid every week because it's the anniversary year of that policy. But if you don't do it every week, let's say you do it every month, at least you have money every month, residual. So be encouraged that everything you're doing right now, God is good. Not only are you going to get paid 2023, but you're also going to get paid 2024. You're planting the seeds. And along the way, you're blessing a lot of people because you're helping them with their finances. So to close it out, a lot of you have seen this event that's happening on Sunday, April 2nd, right? And I cannot believe it's almost here. It's really almost here. Next Sunday, we're all going to be at Hostels Community College. And I cannot wait to high five a lot of you on stage. So make sure we're doing everything to wrap up your Trade 30, because those are going to be the people on stage. You don't want to be just going there as an attendee and watching. You want to be on stage. You want to be on the big screen. How do you get to be on the big screen? First thing, wrap up your Trade 30. A lot of you, if you need one more account, two more business partner, these next 7 days, let's lock arm and press gas. Let's lock arm and press gas, right? We starving all distraction. Let's help you wrap up your Trade 30. Study for your license. There's a boot camp on Saturday. Maybe one of you can drop the link for the boot camp on Saturday. Get in the boot camp. So if you're studying on your own, right, now you get in the boot camp on Saturday to get a refresher, revision, answering question session, and then you have next week to keep studying on your own. You should be ready and pass your license. So when you come on Sunday, April 2nd, you sitting in the front row. You sit in that front row because your name is on the list, right? Your name is on the list. You don't want to be all the way to the back. You sitting in the front, right? Because you're going to be up on stage. So Trade 30, wrap up your license, pass your license. Those of you that are on track to make your first $1,000, your first $3,000, your momentum watch, your system trainer, rising stars, guys, it's a big deal. It's a big deal, right? So make sure that you're doing, and if you're not sure what you need to do, this is where now the ball is in your court. How bad do you want to win? Call us and say, hey, Odetta, hey, Vern, hey, Usha, what do I need? What am I missing, right? If you're not sure, call us. We'll tell you what you're missing, right? But that's not it. We're not going to stop there. Guess why? Because we want to go where the giants are. This is brain food. Listen, I don't know about you guys, but the more you learn, the more you're going to earn. I say it all the time. So Imara did a wonderful training tonight about investing because everything is a tax write-off. So March, April, May, a lot of you come May will be celebrated. We love celebrating people over here. We celebrate you when you get your first ring, when you get your first watch, when you get your first check, when you got your first client, when you get your license, when you get your jacket. It's nonstop, right? So how do you get here? Meeting of the giants. Listen, not a lot of bosses will invite you to their multi-million-dollar homes. So Johnny is opening the floodgate for us. We're going to be at his country club, right? Where he lives in LA. He's opening his private house to us where he's going to have a barbecue. How do you get here? Well, this is a winner's circle. This is a winner's circle. 15 recruits, 35,000 points. March is almost done. What have we done for March? How many recruits did we do in March? How many points did we do in March? Okay, maybe we had a slow start. That's okay. We're going to lock arms and press gas for April and May, because it's not over until it's over. And it's not over until you say it's over and you win. So these next 2 months and the one more week that we have in March, screenshot this. Screenshot it, put it on your screensaver, put it wherever your desk is, your laptop, wherever you work, because this is bite size. If you divide this by 3 months, it's really 5-5-30. 5 recruits, 5 apps. 5 recruits, 5 apps. 5 recruits, 5 apps in a month. And again, as Vanna did a training last night, if you're by yourself, the first month might be hard because you got to go do those 5 recruits yourself. But now let's say you got those 5 recruits. Now it's you and your team doing 5 recruits and 5 apps the second month, right? So guys, let this be something that you're aiming towards, because by you running for this, not only you qualify for this trip, you're in a room with giants. The conversation is different. The lifestyle, the dream selling is different. That's not the everyday lifestyle that we have, right? For you to hit this, which means you made money, because it's 35,000 points, it's easily minimum 10,000 cash flow. So not only you made money, you earned a trip, you get to be with winners. Association is everything in WFG. This is why I go to every convention. I don't care. I go to every convention. The minute they drop a convention, I'm there. Why? Associations, right? I want to be with giants. I want to do what they're doing. I want to be a multimillionaire. Goddamn, I want to be a billionaire. But if I stay cooped up in my circle, that ain't going to happen, because I'm not hearing what they're talking about, right? So simple focus, 5-5, right? See what you've done in March. So let's say if you've only had 3 recruits in March, then guess what? Now for April, let's double down. Let's do 8 recruits, 5 and 3, right? To make up for the March. So it's totally doable. And on top of it, you get your jacket, right? You get your jacket. And if you run this program, by default, you're gonna hit marketing director. Because if you have 15 recruits, don't you think out of these 15 recruits, 3, just 3 are gonna be serious and wanna get their license? If you recruit 15 people who said, yes, I wanna make money, out of the 15, you absolutely will get 3 people who are gonna say, I wanna get my license in the next 2-3 weeks and run it up too. So simple focus, 5-5 every month, March, April, May, and I will see you at the top. We're in the country club. We having winners conversation, and we changing our lives. And with that being said, thank you guys so much. Don't forget, make sure you register for the boot camp, for Saturday boot camp if you are not licensed. And those of you that are licensed, hey, if you ain't got nothing to do, still log in, because someday you may want to help the team to study for this license session. Have a good evening, guys. Thank you so much for being on tonight.